it foggy outside. All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yo.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman. Hack, how the hell's it going today?
Oh, what a somber day it is. I mean, you guys know. I didn't know, dude. You were the first. The first I heard about it was in the when you guys were texting, and you were like, "Smoke one for
Hulk Hogan."
For Hulk Hogan," and I was like, "Well, dude, the only reason he could be saying that is that he died."
I know. That's Tosh's Twitter thing. I didn't see anything about it too. You were my first.
I was working, yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck!" As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Fuck!" Hulk Hogan died.
And then did you go looking on the internet and couldn't find the thing?
I still almost couldn't find it.
I couldn't find it. It's like everybody was waiting for the story or something, but I couldn't find the thing.
I had told TMZ, and unfortunately, TMZ is usually right when they put
Tosh
things out
has the
there.
TMZ app on his
Were
phone.
they the ones that broke it?
Huh?
Did they break it?
I believe they did. Yeah.
Did they break? Is there? I heard a riptide or something. Did you guys hear it was a water problem?
No, cardiac arrest. I think.
Yeah.
I heard it was a water death.
I don't know if they've officially come out with anything
riptide
yet.
in the water.
You might be thinking of Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing. Theo.
Well, yeah, I know who Theo is,
Okay.
but no, I didn't know that's how he died.
Yeah.
I thought he might have got it like Bob Crane did.
Oh man, what the Hulkster though, man? The Hulkster, and I texted a picture of Hack from his.
Bob Crane went right over all your heads.
It did.
I don't know who the fuck Bob Crane is.
Yeah, who's Bob
Hogan's
Crane?
Heroes.
Oh, Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah,
Okay.
That guy
From 1928.
Thanks for
He got it by his lover with a lamp in his motel.
you and your Ralph Cramden references. Thanks for.
Well, this is Hogan's Heroes. This isn't Ralph Cramden.
I know,
He's
but
on afterwards.
I'm saying your dated references that you throw around.
Yeah, I know, because I'm old.
I know you are.
Dude, I didn't even realize Hogan. I thought Hogan was a little bit closer to my age. I didn't realize he was born in '53.
Yeah, he was 71.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And plastic surgery, brother.
Yeah, dude. I put in the picture of you and the Hulkster from TNA when they did their Hardcore Justice celebration, and Hack said, "Go ahead, Hack. What did you say?"
Dude, the one with his arm around me, or is that what it is?
It's the same thing in the
I thought that was
ring.
superimposed. I thought that was fake.
No, you and him had a beer in the ring.
I don't remember that.
You do not remember
I
whatsoever.
don't remember Hack ever being in the ring with him.
Ty would know that. Hack probably knows it. He probably don't.
But
even
I'm
think he's
also
that
not like super keen to your TNA days. I don't know what I was doing, probably getting fucked up, but
That was just a short. No, that was 2 years after you graduated high school. So yeah, you were.
I was definitely
Yeah, you were out of it.
Oh, that was it. Okay, that's why I made
That's
it.
to the TNA, yeah.
All right, because I was wondering what company it was, and I just thought about it for a second, and I was like, I don't know. I thought it was WWE, I guess.
And you, growing up in the Philadelphia area, you went to the Spectrum shows all the time. Back in the day, before Hogan went to WWF, again, his second run in WWF in 1984. Do you remember him before in the 80s, early 80s, seeing him on cards and stuff?
Dude, I only saw him maybe once or twice in a magazine before he showed up at the arena, before he showed up in Philly.
Okay, and from 84 on, Hulkamania gets started. You've said before he wasn't really one of your favorites.
Nah, dude, I like Dusty, but more, I mean, Superstar Billy Graham was like my favorite back then. You know, my super favorite.
I mean, since we're in Philly, did he become more popular to you because he was in the Rocky movie?
No.
I didn't know. Just because it's Philly, it was Rocky. We lived here.
And he's a one-move guy kind of thing. You know,
No, but he wasn't like Hulkamania before that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if
I wasn't like eating the vitamins and saying my prayers.
It wasn't your guy, and that's why for me growing up though, like
I wanted somebody to beat him anytime.
you were rooting for the heels always.
Of course.
Yeah, you're a heel guy.
It's 100%.
And you know they don't have a
That's a
chance.
heel guy, even though he was a baby face his whole career.
Because every month he'd come in, he'd come in and beat a big dude.
Why do you think he would
big
put
heel.
over the heels all the time? He wanted them to. He's a heel guy.
Yeah. Well, the Hulkster, the formula that they had for Hulkamania was so successful.
Put a firework up your ass and go.
And the marketing and the formula was basically put him up against a big guy, run on top for a couple months, interchange in another big guy, and just go with it. And
throw him in a couple movies.
that's the Hulkster formula.
Three Ninjas High Noon, baby. Dude, he's the first global wrestling superstar.
No, he is. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He took the
That doesn't happen without him being in motion
He took
pictures.
this from a carnival act to something.
right.
To something bigger. We were a straight carnival act before
mainstream.
that.
Mainstream.
Well, yeah. We weren't mainstream at all
Right.
before him.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah, dude, we were mainstream all of a sudden.
and part of the Hulkster
Wait, listen to
thing
me.
is like he's a very as a kid growing up, it's like an introduction into wrestling. It's like, oh, you learn Hulk Hogan first, right? And then you kind of like discover everything else. And I kind of grew out of Hulk Hogan pretty quickly as a kid, but then you kind of feel
grew out of their
Into
pants quickly too, didn't you?
I was going to say, right into Yokozuna.
Your buttons are literally popping off your skirt
Right into Yokozuna.
No, that's because I have it squished on my
You have
side.
one button on your shirt.
No, it's all kinds of room. You wish you had this kind of room, buddy.
It's a nice shirt. I give you credit. Pink is your color.
Yeah.
It's like you and Cameron.
I wore it for a reason.
but the Hulkster.
The chick told me at Hot Topic one day, in like 1980.
What?
I look good in pink.
Really?
Cold topic.
That's store
Dude,
was
Hot
open
Topic,
then?
that's over everybody's head too.
That store was
Jesus.
open then? What's a mall? But the Hulkster, for the business and everything that he did, did you ever have any kind of impression of him when you were in WCW at the same time in '99? Did you ever
Never saw him.
never cross paths?
None of those guys.
Yeah.
Very like Nash because he was a booker and stuff, but
Yeah.
no, they weren't around all that.
No.
Who's Hack, brother?
Who's this hack dude?
He's working with nasty knobs, brother. We gotta see what happens there.
Hardcore Hack better be putting over knobs. Okay.
Listen, Jimmy.
I don't know who this Hardcore Hack is, but
Listen, Jimmy, I don't know about this, brother.
You coming in there in '99, nothing. Didn't really interact with them, I guess. But then, I mean, the Hulkster's career, like for me at least, I would say my favorite Hulk Hogan run was probably when he went back to WWF in 2002. So he already had the huge run in WWF, the big run in WCW. WCW went under, and then he comes back to WWF in 2002, and he has to play ball. And he's doing jobs, and he's tapping out to Kurt Angle. He's putting over Brock Lesnar. He's tagging with Edge. And seeing Hogan as a team player in 2002 was actually my favorite era of Hogan for me. So, I don't know. That's my Hogan memory. I don't know, Ollie, Ty, you guys got any Hogan
I don't know,
memories?
I mean, one of my favorite matches of all time is Rock versus Hogan.
In 2002, WrestleMania 18, it's just an incredible match. I mean, the crowd's going absolutely nuts in that one from first, the bell, even before the bell.
yeah, my first really I mean, obviously when I was younger, I had him on a birthday cake with Ultimate Warrior and stuff like that, but I didn't really follow. My first super follow was him coming into WCW and the NWO stuff, which was just awesome.
Yeah.
The heel turn that he did.
I thought you had a Macho Man cake.
Ooh.
No,
We got a picture of it. On the back in the Orange Road
For a guy
house.
who wasn't a
On the
macho
back-
man guy.
on the back
wasn't a
freaking
macho
porch.
trust me, I didn't ask for that.
He had the hat and everything.
Oh, really? We're finding out some Thai truths
I'll
here.
never eat a Slim Jim again.
Oh.
Ty had a Macho Man wrestling buddy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I
bunch
whooped
of
his ass. He was doing jobs every night to me.
Jobs every
The
day.
Hulkster,
Listen,
man.
Macho Man, you gotta put me over, brother.
The Hulkster. I mean, honestly, he's an icon in the business, and I mean,
Can't say anything
can't
else.
say anything else. So,
Nope. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. This week on the show, we watched Heat Wave 1998. This was from the Hara Arena in Dayton, Ohio. The attendance was a little over 4,000 in the building, and man, was this a hot
Big
crowd.
house.
Big house, and the crowd was super into it.
Yeah, there was a whole empty section.
Well, it was still a big crowd for ECW. It's got to be one of your bigger houses at the time for the company. For you, Hack, working in the show in 1998.
Dude, I think this might have been my last show. I think I might have quit driving to the airport after this show.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to look into this a little bit.
See if that was like September freaking like 7th, 8th.
No,
It's in August of 98, so it's around that time. So it could be.
Yeah,
I think you worked a bunch after this, though.
I don't know. I have to find out that exact
But
date.
it-
Are you working on that, Alex?
Yeah.
For you, do you have any memories of working the show? No. Oh, yeah, I figured.
We did do this kind of match in Atlanta at Cobb County.
Okay.
I think we did the same match.
The 6-man.
Yeah, I'm
There's
pretty
a very
s-
similar match that I remember on a pay-per-view of this. You guys doing the same, very similar.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
it look-
99% sure it's with the dog. I don't know if Big Dick was in it or not, but that might have been the only difference.
It looked like you just, we'll talk about the match later and everything too, but it looked like you guys just had the whole formula down for everything that you did. And you guys were so comfortable with one another in the ring. that, It was just
I
so
knew what
easy.
we were doing.
And then we'll get to that match later on, but you didn't have any memories of this show? No? This to me is like the quintessential, if I was showing somebody who had never really watched ECW, if I said like, what was ECW like? I would probably either show them Barely Legal or this pay-per-view. Because
Dude, look at the match. I mean, look at the first like couple matches. You know what I mean? These guys can work together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Every match was like boom,
I know, and the match card
solid work. Dude.
so good, and it's like this. I really feel like is the ECW pay-per-view, the best ever. I feel that way. We'll get everybody's ratings after we finish recapping the show.
it was strong.
It was really strong, and I feel like this was Paul Lee still had his fastball creatively. Where some of those cards when we watched like the 99 and 2000 era, it looked as if a lot of it was haphazard, thrown together kind of stuff. You got that?
Yeah, so the pay-per-view was August 2nd,
Yep.
right? So, and then your last match was in Thibodaux, Louisiana on September 6th,
So a month-
1998.
So at least I had the date right.
and
It
then
was
your
Louisiana.
first match in
Good smoke.
WCW
What?
was February
99?
1st, 1999.
Okay. So
They didn't use me for all that time. I'm making $5,000 a week.
So hold on, Hack. So you remember it just
So
to-
we're- Yeah, I was gonna say we're coming off Jordan's finals game into Dayton, Ohio, right after July into August.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
June into August.
Game 6.
Right into Dayton, Ohio, right into
So at this point, you find out, was it from Sabu, or how did you find out that he was making more money than you?
Right there in the locker room. He showed me the check.
He showed you the check.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of, for you, that was, you had it, you wanted more, you
It
had
was $1,000 difference.
you had a deal with Paul Lee,
But I was the highest paid player. That was it. That's all he cared about.
and that's it. And then the second you found out you weren't, it upset you.
Well, yeah.
It's somebody breaking their promise to you.
Yeah.
And especially when you're working on a handshake, an agreement like this with a guy that you kind of, you
I
want.
never would have left that company. Ever.
Right.
Probably. You know what I mean? Because WCW was over then. It was only another year and a half or so after that. You know what I mean? They were done. So that I probably wouldn't have had, that chance would have never even happened. You know what I mean? I would have went down with the ship with ECW.
I mean, you did end up in ECW when it folded and everything, but
yeah,
you're saying you never would have had the sabbatical in '99
Exactly.
at all if Paulie just had kept his word there.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Paul, for that WCW run. There you go.
Ty got to reap the benefits.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul.
Oh my God, the life that kid lived.
Thank you.
So that, I mean, I don't blame you at all. I mean, somebody is like, breaking their promise to you about money. I don't blame you at all from where you come from. The show started off, the host of the show was Joey Styles and Shane Douglas on commentary, and man, I could have done without Shane on the show as commentator. I got to be honest.
Dude, it was weird listening to him. He would like bark, and there was no like banter at all. To me, he would just like bark something, and that was it.
No, he stunk.
Yeah, I get it. You were still trying to incorporate him while he was injured and use him and everything.
And the leverage when he pushed his leg over the.
It was like fucking like insert tagline here, type of thing.
No,
like,
it was weird. There wasn't like he was color. There was no banter at all between them. It was weird.
No, it was mismatch. It wasn't a good, Joey worked pretty well with Joel Gertner. He worked well with Cyrus. He worked well with Taz when he did it. Shane, I don't know if he was just too much of a character kind of on
He
there.
could have been fucking whacked out of his mind here too. Fucking doing like fucking 300 milligrams of fucking Oxycontin that day.
He could have been.
Because back in them days, that was that's what we were doing.
I was appreciative of Francine's bosoms. That's what I was appreciative of.
She said it doesn't. She said the suit was double-breasted, and that it doesn't cost $6,000 like these for.
And stuffed his face in them.
Which is a great start to the show. The show opened up with Justin Credible taking on Jerry Lynn. Justin's entourage, man, he's got everyone with him. That's the worst. You could do so much better than that.
I know, man. You really put it into it.
Thank you for for no effort on your podcast.
Think you put in?
Thank you. He had Jason, Nicole Bass, and Chastity. I kind of forgot that he had Chastity for a little bit too. This match.
So she's going in WCW not long after this as well.
Yeah, she's jumping.
Dude, Chastity was great in this match.
She was awesome.
Freaking, she was all over the place.
I thought every
spot.
I thought all of Justin's managers, all three of them, had some pretty good spots in this match. I think they all played their role and got some big reactions. This match was awesome for an opener. This might be the most that I've enjoyed a Justin Credible match. I don't know. I'm serious. This match was fantastic, man. I really, really loved this. They did a bunch of reversals, roll-ups, and Justin kept trying to go for the tombstone. There was a really nice inverted DDT spot, and Joey Styles was ranting about wrestling journalists at one point not giving Justin Credible credit. And then there was Justin doing a comeback. Jerry Lynn fought out of that with a nice fun sunset flip. They did a pinfall reversal. A little too much of the near falls and reversals in this a bit, but there was an awesome top rope Hurricane Rana, and then Justin hit a power bomb. He went for another chair, but Jerry Lynn DDT'd him on that one. There was this table spot. So the table, you've always said that Justin.
I can't believe he did the spot.
Justin wasn't.
I was actually pretty surprised too. I'm not gonna lie.
I was too watching this. So Jerry. Hurricane Rana's him through the table on the outside. And it was a fucking big-ass bump that Justin took on this one. So I got to give him credit for this.
Almost missed the table.
He overshot it, yeah.
It almost missed the table, but man, was that a great spot. Really, really like that. Then they go back in the ring. Jason broke up a pin with a chair. And Lynn took him out with a powerbomb. Nicole Bass came in. She takes out Jerry Lynn, but then Jerry Lynn hit her with a low blow, which was just
that was funny.
A great spot.
So good.
And the fact that she's cool with that.
And the whole crowd sold it like a motherfucker, too. Like, oh!
The whole crowd sold it, too. Then Chastity came in. She's interfering, and she accidentally kicked Justin in the balls. So then Jerry Lynn gave her.
That was a good spot with him jumping up.
Yeah, that
was
whole
really
sequence was great. It was just too long because it was just Chastity and the ref for like 3 minutes of
little-
like everything
I know,
like
it's
going
like
on.
fitting,
Until
and you're
she
not
walks
gonna turn
right by
around
me.
Because you're
one
making her look stupid, and the other it's just got to be a lot quicker.
A little
but
dead air
it was
there.
it was a good spot. It just took way too long.
So Jerry gave her a tombstone, and Joey had a really good line. He said, "I don't condone violence against women, but she's been asking for it all summer," which I thought was just a great call. And then after that, Justin Credible hit Jerry Lynn with a tombstone and just pinned him. I thought
It's off the second rope too. That was
off the top, off the
looked
top,
really
a
looked,
super
looked
fucking-
great.
really,
Yeah.
really nice finish. Like you said, Ty, the home stretch there was a little bit wonky, but still good. I really, really enjoyed this, though. I'm going to go 4 stars for it. I thought that this was super, super solid. It was a great opener. The crowd was super, super into it. Besides the wonky kind of home stretch, my one beef with the match is Justin gets like a beer at one point, and he
stole
Beer
Tommy
with
Dreamer.
this much
there was
beer
this
in it.
much beer in it.
And he stole Dreamer's fucking gimmick, just like he steals everybody's gimmick.
Yeah, well, that's Justin's, but
That's Dreamer.
Tommy does the drink thing. That's Tommy's thing.
Yeah, I know, but who cares? Dreamer's ripped off everybody. He rips off 3 different wrestlers every match he goes in the ring with now.
Oh,
He's got
no,
a
but
cane,
Even
he's
you
got-
included.
He's got Terry Funk's either bandana or Terry Funk's
Dusty's
pants.
pants.
Does Haven's cross.
well, Justin's got Raven's jorts, your cane, fucking everything,
yeah.
Shirt, the flannel
snot,
around,
right,
around
yeah.
his hip.
I like this a lot, though, man. This is a 4-star match to me. Ollie, what do you give it?
I'm going 3, like 3.5 for it. Yeah, I mean, super, super solid. Probably out of like all the pay-per-views that we've reviewed so far that I've seen them on, this was my favorite match of theirs that I've seen of it. So, yeah, I mean, solid all around. I can't really complain.
Yeah. Hack, what do you give it?
I've seen him do way better, so I'm going to go 3.
Okay. You've seen him do better.
Yeah, way better than that.
All right. Ty?
I'm right there with you, Tosh. I thought it was a 4, and honestly, if it wasn't for some of the quirkiness, it probably could have been a little bit better. I don't know if any of you noticed when Jason did his thing on the outside and Nicole was holding him. They were facing this way, then did a stupid fucking turnaround. They weren't trying to get in front of the hard camera. I don't know. It was like completely stupid. The flunkies messed up this match a little bit, but other than that, I thought it was super entertaining. Like for both of them, I thought it was one of their best ones that they've done. Like timing and like cohesiveness wise. So 4.
Did
Yeah.
Chastity fix that spot where they were in the wrong? Somebody were in the wrong corner to
They
go
did.
through
Well,
the
they
table.
did it twice. It was
one of those.
outside. It was
Right
outside.
before the table.
It was outside, and Nicole Bass had Jason this way, and Jason walked around this way, and she had to turn and hold the guy that way. And then, after Chastity held the ref for 5 minutes, and she came in to do the spot, she had to walk around Jerry Lynn and like get around. Like, yeah, it was a double turnaround thing for the lackeys. They need to get their positioning a little bit better, but.
Yeah. Next up on the show was No Gimmicks Needed. Chris Candido taking on Lance Storm. Man, this one was fun. I really, really loved this one.
How fucking great is Chris's strut?
Chris's strut is just, I mean, Hack, I know you said he did this all the time where he would do stuff to pop the boys.
The 2 times he's just like he's going
And the
around
self
like the
that he had on
pins.
the fire.
The cells that he has where he's like about to collapse and then collapses for the pin, which he does for the finish, and he did one other time before in the match, were just like, oh my god, they're the greatest thing I've ever seen. And he's
Well, then he's doing the Steiner Brothers thing because his ear got ripped off or whatever.
and you
so
got
he's
Sonny out there doing the Steiner's pose with him and everything.
like, so good.
It's so good, man. This match was really, really strong work, man. I thought that this was just like 2 really good workers going out there and just, it didn't go that long. How long was this match?
11
10?
minutes.
Okay, so this wasn't that much, and it just shows you don't have to do everything. And I don't know if this. I don't think it was a 5-star.
I mean, the finish was kind of abrupt.
It was, and there was some stuff in this that was just, there was like a chinlock spot from Candido.
Honestly, I thought Sonny was the best part of the match, and not like her looks. I thought actually
I loved
her
her.
work and like talking to the ref constantly and like making facials and motioning to the crowd and like interacting with the crowd and the ref and Lance.
Yeah, when they're
and
in,
her timing
in that
and everything.
rest spot, she's getting the crowd going.
Yeah, that and running around on fucking high heels, hopping on the table inside the thing. Like, I don't know. She was awesome in the match.
She was so talented as a valet.
Yeah.
It's just really unfortunate that they had the demons that they both did, but Tammy especially, and Tammy with the finish too, with the bag of powder.
Dude, I love the opening spot of the match where they do like the Irish whip leapfrog over, and then they go do it again, and then Chris goes for the leapfrog, Lance does the kick. Like, dude, they were on fire on it.
They were, and both these guys could just work their ass off. I love some of the other stuff too, like Candido. Candido has just such a great power bomb. Like, he just his power bomb is so, and he's not a big. How tall was Chris Heck? Candido.
I don't know. Was he wearing lifters?
5'7", 5'8".
Yeah.
Oh, how tall? He
Yeah,
was.
how tall?
Oh no, he was short.
Right.
She was taller than him.
Yeah, like I always think this about him when I watch shows. I'm like, it's so unfortunate that he passed away as young as he did, because like this guy could be going for the TNT title in AEW right now on Collision. Like if he was still alive, like he was that good of a worker.
He'd be more like an agent right now.
I know, but he could. People work.
Total great agent.
But people work into their 50s. Some wrestlers, and like, why not Chris Candido?
Oh, he's
like,
minimum 10 years younger than me, I would think.
yeah, like
But dude, you better believe he'd still be in shape.
Everybody in that
yeah.
company was younger, 10 years younger than me.
he was in great shape. He just had a charisma that oozed off the screen. His performance was always just like, honestly, watching him every time, I'm like, man.
Dude, he should have been born for. He was really made for the 70s.
You think?
Oh yeah,
Because I think he was made for today's wrestling.
Well,
He could do both. Dude, he's a guy who could do
But
anything.
he was. His
he's a
stick was
timeless
old.
wrestler.
Yeah, his stick was old school. Yeah, you're right. He's timeless.
Yeah.
He can get over it any year.
And Lance, too, was a great dance partner for him in this match, too, man. Lance was so athletic back in the day, too. Great drop kick. Like, really
The
good.
suplex over the top rope.
The suplex over the top rope, the dive that he had.
How jacked everybody's been so far in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Justin was jacked. Fucking Jerry was jacked. Fucking these two guys were jacked.
Lance?
Guys
You
were on the
forget-
McGuire and Sosa diet.
I mean,
It was
everybody
98, baby.
jacked on
Everybody,
the
you know?
show. I'm like the only guy that ain't beat Spike. Like the only two that ain't jacked on the show.
Dude, they were really jacked. There was,
The powder finish was great when you thought it was the finish, but it really wasn't the finish.
No, but it was.
She's-
I totally
I love the
disagree.
old school.
okay, she's got a bag of powder, but
But I'm
Lance...
so stupid though, because it came off of Lance giving him something off the top rope, correct?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so he's bumping and then going over to the corner and she's putting powder in his hand.
yeah,
You're
I know
not
you're
coming.
saying.
You're
Well,
not
that's
getting.
this.
You're not catching a big spot off the top rope, and you're going right over to the corner, putting powder in his hands, and
Oh,
then
she
turning
was
around.
ready.
But I
I'm
just...
just saying, like you should be down bumping, like
Yeah, well, that's why he got got slapped in.
No, but
Chris's
it didn't. No,
face.
but it was like it came off the it came off the top rope. He hit the mat and immediately went right over to her. Like it was all in the matter of like 3 seconds.
I love
You
how...
know what I'm saying? Like there was no. I thought the setup of it was.
I know what you're
terrifying.
saying, Ty. You could have done it differently, but I love the cell of blind Candido ripping her top down. Like, that was just...
Great spot.
That was just such a...
Well, it was Molyneux, I think, really, or whoever the
No, it was
ref
Molyneux,
was that
yeah, it
ripped
was-
the.
yeah,
I'm sorry, it was Molyneux.
Because he gave the ref the small package.
That's right, okay.
He gave the ref the small package, and the ref ripped her shit off.
And then Candido recovered from that, and he powerbombed Storm off the top, which you said kind of abrupt, like it could have been, I don't know, they could have done a little something else. This was really good stuff.
I mean,
man.
if that's like his finish, and they're,
It's a super bomb off the top rope.
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm
1998.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so I'm kind of looking at it as like maybe it's not so abrupt.
I'm gonna go for this one. You know, it could. I think there's another version of this match that is a 5-star, but for me, this is a 4-star match. I really enjoyed this. Ollie,
Yeah, probably right, like under 4 for me. Probably. I kind of wish it went a little longer, to be honest. I mean, I know. I wish they had at least like 4 more minutes or something like that, because I thought it was a little early. But yeah, I mean, it's like right under a 4.
okay. Hack,
I loved it. That's a 4 easy.
4 easy,
Yeah, I like the finish.
and you like the finish. Okay.
All the other shit, you know, the power bombs, like Ty said, it was like D98.
It was 1998. You're seeing the top rope powerbomb. I mean, it's pretty fucking impressive. Ty,
Considering the two in the ring, I was kind of disappointed. I don't know. I thought a lot of things were like, I don't know. It was just like disconjointed. And like I told you, I thought Tammy was the best thing in the match. I thought her work in the match was the best thing. Now they had a couple good spots, like Chris's acting and selling and everything like that. And there was 100 pins for no reason. They were pinning after every single move that they did, which didn't make any sense to me. I don't know. It didn't flow like I expected it to flow for the work that those two were capable of.
Okay.
So it was more of like disappointing than it was like I didn't think it was good. It was just a little bit more disappointing than.
So what do you give it as a star?
2.5.
2.5. Okay. All right. Up next on the show, you see New Jack hanging around in the parking lot, and he's cutting a promo on Jack Victory. You got all the fans there in Dayton. I wonder if Kevin was out there in the parking lot with New Jack. Kevin! And then the Dudleys just pull right up, and then they get into a giant brawl, and New Jack's rocking a white t-shirt, so you know there's going to be blood. And Jack is bleeding, and this just gives us to the main event. It's a segment setting up the main event later, so I thought that was pretty cool. We also got a promo backstage with RVD, Fonzie, and Sabu. They're talking about how they're getting ready for Haikushi.
Fonzie was great in that. He was all right.
Fonzie was
Japanese losers!
Yeah, he was all hyped up.
Fonzie was great, and I love the dichotomy between Sabu and RVD, where they're not boys. They are reluctantly like partnered up here, and Fonzie's the guy keeping them together, and RVD keeps doing these things to annoy Sabu, and it's just a great fit.
Yeah, but it's like RVD's like the whole time he's doing the promo, but those two are just interrupting his promo. You know what I'm saying? It was done really well.
I know. Rob's like, oh yeah, my tag team partner. Right? So I was like, yeah, fuck off. Like, yeah, like,
and Sabu's got a little bit of the chic in him too. He's rocking a suit and he's got a nice watch on and everything. And I'm like, all right, that's you taking after your uncle there. I love it, Sabu. Up next on the show, and this is something that ECW did so well, is constantly finding new talents. Now, Mike Awesome was originally in ECW in 1994, but this is the first time that we get to see the Mike Awesome Masato Tanaka fucking epic on an ECW show. Hack, do you remember anything about these two working this match on the pay-per-view?
No, but those guys' matches, everybody would get around the monitor or somewhere to watch these guys work, dude.
So you knew
the whole locker room.
You knew that you were going to see something right here between these two, and boy, did you ever. This match is, I don't know where I would rank it on their series, but it's pretty fucking high up there, man. This is a hell of a fucking war between these two. And imagine going into a match where, like, besides Hayabusa and Shinzake, you're the only two guys on the card where, like, nobody knows you. You're not, like, working ECW TV. You're not a known talent. And you win that audience in Dayton, Ohio over almost instantly by your work, like with these two guys. Like, the crowd was into this match pretty much from the jump.
This was both their first matches in ECW?
Mike Awesome had worked in 94. As far as I know, this was, I believe Tanaka had not done television for ECW. You can check me on that right now if you want. I mean, I'm pretty sure he wasn't doing TV. Tanaka, the first time I saw him, too, he was one of those guys where as a wrestler, you see the guy, and you're just like, what the fuck is this guy? He's covered in scars. Like, you're instantly like, what the fuck has this guy been through?
Yeah, because in America, all the blood was from, like, your forehead. It wasn't, like, your arms and your stomach and everything.
Yeah, I'm looking at this guy as a kid, and I'm like, what is this guy? This was just fucking awesome. It's a Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka match. Like, I don't know if they've ever had a bad match, and this was just wild, man. I love the fact this show has an apron, too. Hack, did you like the ramp apron? For the setup?
Nah.
You're not a ramp guy?
Nah.
No?
Well, you never had to deal with it, really.
Yeah.
ECW had ramps.
Except that great spot with Rhino when he fucking ran down it and fucking hit the spear on the table through it.
I loved that.
That was a good spot.
Awesome slingshotted in off the apron for a shoulder block. There's so many stiff clotheslines, Germans.
All things.
Just no selling everything. Power bombs, awesome bombs. Tanaka brings in a chair, and he takes a running swing with it from the end of the ramp, and then they go to the floor, and they have a sword fight with chairs, and Awesome just throws him into the crowd, and then dives in on him, And at this point, I think the crowd is won over. Like,
Yeah.
at this point, it's like, okay, might not know you guys, but you guys are fucking great. There's a power bomb. Awesome hits him with a flying splash. There's just so many chair shots in this match. He hits Tanaka twice with chair shots, and then Tanaka does the no sell, and then Awesome just fucking drills him with another one for a 2 count. It's just one of the
Yeah,
greatest.
Tanaka does the Hulk up.
Tanaka hooks up, brother.
Look at the chair, though.
Huh?
The chair was bad.
I know, like he's fucking swinging that thing.
Yeah.
There's a running power.
She said.
There's a running power bomb from Tanaka, and he sets up a table on the outside. He hits him with another chair shot off the top rope, which was just nasty. And then Tanaka, like Awesome power bombs him through the table, but Tanaka reversed it and power bombs Awesome over the top rope through the table.
That was a gnarly bump.
That bump hack is always the one.
I ain't taking that bump.
I ain't taking that bump.
Nope.
And I don't hear you say that very often.
Well, it's
not
different
taking
if
that
you're
one.
it's different if you're a big guy doing it to a little guy, but when you're Tanaka doing it to a big guy, it's like almost impossible to get him flat on his back. You like drop him right on his neck and his
Oh,
head.
it's
Like,
just,
it's
just shoulders.
yeah, it's like just impossible.
I mean, it seriously is just like jaw dropping that bump, and you're like,
Oh, dude, that bump. Well, think about it. Just get 8 feet in the air, get dropped on your head.
Well, and you're trying to
Your
shoot a guy
shoulders and your head.
over the top rope and power bomb to the outside.
I
through
mean,
the table.
that table's like literally doing nothing.
And
And
there's-
might as well be cardboard there.
there's no mats or anything. There's
No,
nothing
that's
bracing.
cement.
That's cement floor
Yeah.
you're hitting on right
Yeah,
there.
it's not no ECW pillow outside of the ring. It's-
No.
or
Tanaka,
WWE, sorry, not ECW.
Tanaka throws him back in for a 2 count. That only gets 2. Then Tanaka gets a roaring elbow. And Tanaka just throws like a bunch of chairs in the corner, and he hits a tornado DDT for the finish. I didn't love the finish, especially considering these guys and after everything they did in this match, but
Well, he gave him 3 things.
Yeah.
He put him on the outside through the table, and then he brought him in and gave him the roaring elbow, and that was another false. And then he did the swinging, So he gave him the through the table, the roaring elbow, and then the swinging DDT on the chair. So he did give him like 3 pretty.
it's enough to put somebody down, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But for these two guys where you expect maybe like one more table bump or something else for the finish, this is fucking great though. I'm just being nitpicky, right? Like this is fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
what about Mike's freaking off the top rope over the guardrail?
His
That was the
I
most,
mentioned
that was
that.
the most
Oh, did you?
impressive
That's what-
thing in the entire match. The springboard.
That big,
Like
yeah.
him to,
And he stood
do
there for a
this-
second too.
Yeah,
Like-
it felt like he got up there and was like, "Yeah, I fucking did it." Yeah. It was like, and then leaped off. Like it looked like he didn't know if he could do it.
Yeah.
And then he got up there and was like, "What's up?" And then fucking jumped and leaped. But that was the most impressive thing I've seen.
Oh,
And
it's
I'm
great.
like, dude, that's insane because Mike Awesome does a bunch, but to do a springboard right on top, no problem,
No problem whatsoever.
oh, that was ridiculous.
I don't think this was their best one, but this was fucking awesome. I love this. How long did this one go, Ollie?
11:49.
11:49. Like again, you don't have to go 25 to have a great match. I'm gonna go 4.5 stars for it.
I'm right there with you on that, Tosh.
4.5?
Right around 4.5. Yeah,
And-
because I know they have better, and I've seen better, but yeah, I mean, still fucking awesome.
Still fucking awesome.
And especially for them, really kind of being their first performance together, or maybe early performance in a
Their first in
WWE crowd.
ECW.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I mean?
they did an awesome job.
Hack.
Yeah, it's a 4 easy.
4 easy. Okay.
Yeah,
Any
just
other
is-
notes on the match, or
No, the only note I put was because you, like I said, you watch those matches. You know what I mean? If that match was on, everybody wanted to see those guys work together. So
you just knew it was gonna be fucking great,
every time they worked, that's just the way it was.
and it just always was. I never saw them. I don't think they've ever had under 4
I'm kind of
stars.
surprised Tanaka went over in the match.
I wonder if that was.
I was kind of surprised about that myself.
I wonder if that was something FMW wanted. If
Maybe.
I mean, they're
If
both.
Hayabusa and Shinzaki are losing,
But they're both.
Tanaka's gotta go
all-
over.
Mike was also an FMW.
I know
too.
he was also working there, but maybe they were like, we want one Japanese talent to go over on the show. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no idea. Ty?
I actually think there's a couple ones that are better than this one.
Oh, I do too. I'm not. I wouldn't rank this as the top 5 even awesome Tanaka match probably. But
Didn't you just say it was like up there with the top?
I'd say it's right there. I mean, there's a bunch of them that are like, I don't think there's any that are under 4 stars in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm going 3.
3.
Yeah.
Any reason? What do you have for?
I've just seen him do a whole lot better, and I don't think the work was bad necessarily. I just think I've seen him do.
Time constraints.
They've
had better every single one of these matches has had better matches.
Know
what I'm saying? But they're restricted here to time.
Well, I think their one night stand match was probably 6 minutes shorter than this one, and it might have been 10 times better than this one.
No, there's no way one night stand went 5 minutes, man. That match
just
was.
Check it.
It was short.
One night stand, Masato Tanaka, Mike Awesome.
It was definitely 10 minutes. And that one is a 5-star.
Yeah, that one's a 5-star. I think that one fucking takes a hot steamy piss on this match, and I think it was probably 5 minutes shorter.
How you feel?
There's no way it's 5 minutes shorter. That definitely got double-digit minutes. I'm saying.
I don't think so.
I know it was short, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Up next on the show was the ECW World Tag Team title match between RVD Sabu taking on Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzake.
A lot of talent in that ring right here, boys.
Oh man, watching Hayabusa for the first time was like crazy shit too, because like he's like almost like a Sabu clone, kind of like in terms of like what he can do, and he has the similar pants and the flying and everything. It was just. It's so cool that ECW would bring in these Japanese talents that it like open up a new world for you as a viewer, as a fan of wrestling. Do you have any memories of Hayabusa, Hack? Any seeing him perform for the first time or him coming in for the show?
Nah. I don't remember any of the shows.
I was gonna say, Hack, do you have any memories?
Yeah. Maybe I should just ask, do you have a memory?
Do you have a memory?
I told you guys I thought I quit after this pay-per-view, so that's how much I remember about the show.
No, I can't ever find anything on Cage Match anymore when I search for it.
ECW One Night Stand 2000.
I know what the fucking pay-per-view's called, Tosh.
Check this one. Was the time? I want to know if we were in Pittsburgh doing the acid the night before this.
Pittsburgh Acid.
Yeah, that might have been because I think we did something, then Pittsburgh, and then we went down to Dayton for the pay-per-view.
I would imagine you went to Pittsburgh and then did. Yeah.
How could you remember that but not remember anything?
Well, because it's a loop, you know.
Yes, he's probably done it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's geography.
It's geography. It's
geography.
It's science.
Science, geography. Yeah. Okay.
Names done.
This match was just all high spots. Like to a point where.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Does anybody remember how the match started? The first couple minutes.
The fuck up.
Two huge hitches to open the show.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You didn't catch the 2 hitches?
Tell me what the hitch was.
Van Dam and freaking Hayabusa?
Hayabusa going off the top, and they thought it was going to be. It looked like it was supposed to be like a big arm drag, but it was like a blob
there was
catch
type
thing.
Okay.
That was the one, and the second one was also freaking. They did a whip off where I went down, maybe did a split leg or something like that, or something. He went over. And then he stopped. He held himself. What's his name? Held
and
himself.
He thought it was going to go.
And then Rob kicked him, had a reversal, and then they went to the arm drag to get the Japanese arm drag to get into another spot.
There was a lot of
hitches. There
was a lot of hitches in this match.
There was
a lot of hitches.
I don't know how much Hayabusa speaks English.
Right.
But I have a feeling that Sabu and Hayabusa had worked before.
Totally. And I mean, Rob and Sabu were working all Japan tours at this point, so like they're used to working with Japanese talents. Like it's not like it's their first time in the ring with them. There was a point where Sabu like threw on a chin lock. I think that was like, this is like, let's get this match centered again and start it up again.
He did it a couple times. It wasn't even touching him either.
I know, but he was like, I feel like that was like trying to re-center the match again. to try to get it
let's
like,
reset here, boys.
to try to get it back on a pace.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of wonky, and I haven't
The
seen
whole
this.
thing was wonky.
The whole entire match.
The end was wonky. The last 5 minutes was
The
wonky.
whole entire thing was fun.
And in a lot of those Sabu RVD tags, we watched the Eliminators one, right? Where it was just 30 minutes of spots.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really a match. And we were like, oh man, I didn't like that. And then there was nothing in this match where I was like, oh, I didn't like it. But in terms of like an actual,
It just had no rhythm.
as an actual match.
Yeah, it just had no rhythm.
Going back and watching it now with my 2025 eyes, me as a kid, I fucking loved this. I was like, what is this?
Oh, there was a bunch of great spots in it.
Right. And I think when you chop it up, if you did a music video of it, you'd be like, oh man, that was cool, right?
Right.
And or if you put it for magazines and stuff. But there was so much in this that was just kind of not in any kind of cohesive tag match. It wasn't a tag match formula. It should have just been a tornado because they stopped really
No,
tagging.
and which is fine because that was a lot of what ECW was. But
Right.
even in that point, like, even when you have a tornado, like, there's still some, like, you know, cohesiveness and, like this, there was just a lot of just clunk and, like...
Dude, that's Japanese matches are like that.
for
Like the
four great
FMW
workers.
Japanese matches are like that.
Some of
Until
them.
you get to go home.
Yeah.
Until you get your 10, 20 minute home.
I mean, there were so many cool spots in this. Hayabusa hitting a 450 like it was effortless.
Yeah, that was tight.
That was so, like...
Yeah, that
Them
was tight.
getting them on the tables was all clunky
Well, the one
shit.
table broke, and then they had to do the
Yeah.
spot off
Yeah,
it.
but
And then...
that's easy to get around that table break.
No,
the
it was
flat
funny.
one,
And he was
and
on
he
the...
still went with the
and
splash.
he did the split.
Onto the ground, pretty much. It's like it wasn't through a table at all. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't blame him for still doing the spot.
No,
I mean, what are you
just
going to
fuck
do?
it.
Get down?
Yeah, right.
No,
like, it's
not
like,
that
yeah, I'm
point.
up here. Yeah, fuck it.
The one night stand match went 9:52.
Wow, so it was 2 minutes shorter. Okay. So it
Told
was
you.
shorter. Well, you said 6, but whatever. There was a splash.
Light years.
Yeah.
Yo, how about the great fucking RVD splash out of nowhere where he came out of the right side of the camera?
I wish the camera would have like got a little bit
No,
more.
no. I almost like it better.
Both to me, though.
Okay.
I felt both
I wish
ways.
he would have caught like a little bit more of them.
I know what you're saying, Ty. Like,
Because WWE does that all the time now. And AEW, there's another guy that everybody in the live building knows they're in the corner. But TV, you don't know that guy's there.
But
Like
for-
it was great because you were like, oh,
yeah,
Like,
for me,
Yeah.
it was like 25. I was like, "Wow, where did he come from?" You know, that's cool.
And he adjusted
Yeah.
himself in the air, too, because he had to coming out of that corner.
right.
Yep.
And that was a couple times he jumped across over half the ring.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
he's showing off here, man. There was finally the finish, man. Is they put both of them on a table, and the
Dude, if the first
Alright,
table
hold
didn't
on,
break, it's like such a great spot.
yeah, this finish is one of the best finishes. The timing on this and the visual and the replay of this finish, it's still getting replayed to this day. It's in probably every ECW highlight reel.
It's just sloppy to finish.
You didn't like it?
Fonzie was on a milk carton this whole match.
Hold on.
Well, no,
He didn't
Fonzie-
seem
No,
like he
you
didn't
heard,
do
you sure
nothing
heard the whistle.
until that
Just
last
couldn't see
table.
him.
You know
Well,
what
no,
I
and
mean?
he threw Sabu to chair and he fucked up the throw, and then he had to like he did a couple fucking things.
Well,
If if Sabu had just noticed there was a chair under him the whole time, he would have never needed Fonzie
Needed
to
the
throw
Well,
chair.
it.
yeah, Fonzie was throwing it over like across the entire ring, and it was actually a pretty decent throw. It just didn't get there. But yeah, in the finish, I honestly think that they just fucking hodgepodge the finish because there was 2 tables in there set up, and they only set up the one and just said.
Well,
instead
Fonzie
of-
threw the 2 in after the one broke. He threw
Yeah,
2
because
in one spot.
I think they were going to put each of them on a table solo and then do the thing, but they just set up the one and said, fuck it, we'll put one on one side and one on the other, and we'll just fucking do it instead of setting up 2 tables.
I love the finish. You didn't like it.
It was just sloppy.
Yeah, that's all.
I mean, the whole match kind of
the
was, though.
spot
Yeah.
was great, looked great.
Yeah, but I
like the
understand why it was like sloppy. Freaking, you know what I mean? Those guys, who knows? They could have just came in. They might have had 20 minutes to talk about this match.
Right.
Well, Shane did say they were jet lagged.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 20 hours in the air, brother.
Yeah.
All right, not from Japan.
in here and there, jet lag.
For me, though, this match, like, how long? This one went forever.
20.
20.
It seemed longer.
It seemed long.
It really did seem longer to me. It was clunky.
Yeah,
sloppy.
and I love these guys. These guys are all awesome. Like, Haikushi's great. Hayabusa's great. We know Sabu and RVD are great. But to me, this match didn't have it going. And, I mean, while some of the spots were great and it was not a cohesive match.
No, I was fine with the whole thing because I was expecting it not to be not like the first 3 matches.
Okay.
Not like Jerry and freaking and Justin. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting that match. Not at all.
I'm going to go 2 stars for it. I was disappointed overall in it. Ollie, what do you give it?
I'm going to give it a 3 because it had a lot of really, really good spots in it. It just is a shame that, like, we're all saying it kind of lacked, like, that cohesiveness, like, about it. I mean, if anybody has a tape of these guys doing a different match, like, somewhere else, I'd love to see it.
Me too. Like,
you know
I know
what I'm saying?
these guys'
Because I
potential.
know that they could maybe put on maybe the best tag team match of all time.
Yes. Yes.
So, but I mean, for this one, yeah, I'll probably give it just a 3.
Hack.
It hurt a little bit too that there was no like. It's not like
no build-up
Hayabusa
to
was
it.
a heel. You know what I'm saying? It was like they were just waiting for the car crash. To me, like the audience was. You know what I mean? They were like silent. I mean, you're getting your big pop for your move or whatever, but like you said, it wasn't like a cohesive freaking story. Like, oh, the Heat's here. You know, this is this segment. All right, you know, everybody's setting up to go home. All that, you know. So
Well, the Heat was like semi between Van Dam and Sabu.
It was.
well, yeah, but Sabu had what's his name in that chin lock for like a total of like 5 minutes the whole match.
No, but I know, but I'm saying like the
story.
storyline was Sabu and Van Dam not being on the same page as tag team champions. I feel like it's
Yeah, but
not
they-
necessarily them versus Hayabusa and Shizaki. It was more or less the dichotomy between RVD and Sabu.
Okay.
Can they get along
I
as
get
partners?
Well, and at the very end, they get that point across.
By them doing the stereo move to finish.
Right.
What do you give the match?
I give it a 4.
A 4.
Can't give these guys anything less.
You're such a politician. Ty.
Yeah. Little disappointing. 3.
3. What? What does that
Mr.
mean?
fucking Poopy Pants Oliver over there.
No, it's Ty.
It's
not
Ty,
Oliver.
not
We're
me.
giving people 5s. Ty's like, yeah, I didn't really like it.
But he can give whatever he wants.
I
His ratings
know,
are
I'm just kidding.
And
Jesus.
Get your
Don't
son's
get
name
so
right.
defensive for my son over there, kid.
Do you even know?
I got the best ratings in the biz, brother.
Listen, you leave CJ alone over here, okay? I'm calling you CJ. 'cause
Oh,
you
yeah.
mixed up your
Yeah,
name.
Buck.
Yeah, Buck. There you go. Well, up next on the show was, Hack, this is your favorite title in the business, the FTW World Title match between Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow.
I'll
So
make one note.
they did a recap of
Neither did they.
the feud between Taz and Shane Douglas, and it was really like a giant point of ECW throughout 1998 and 99 until they finally worked when Shane was healthy enough to drop the belt to Taz.
Fuck, dude, I'm just realizing too that what Bam Bam leave like 2 weeks before you did for WCW, like
Yeah, because he was in there in December of 98.
yeah, like
Bam Bam was
fuck,
working
dude,
Goldberg.
what's going-
Well,
Yeah.
no, I left first. But
no,
I
you
didn't
left,
get
but, like-
used.
But he must have had a contract lapse too, or not had to deal with ECW because he went to WCW. He was working Goldberg in December of '98, November of '98. So he left shortly after this too. I'm guessing because this match is the sequel to the finish of the great finish that they had going through the ring, and it's not really much of a match because it's just kind of crowd brawling. And I don't think that's either of these two guys' strong suit as performers.
Nah, this wasn't good.
Yeah, like Bam Bam's not a crowd brawl guy, and neither is Taz. And then obviously you're pretty much killing time in this match before the finish, which I mean they had to do because you're going 10 for this. But like, if you're talking about, hey, if we wanted to do this in the show. If we said, let's give 5 more minutes to Storm and Candido, let's take off 5 minutes from the RVD Sabu tag match and give that to Jerry and Justin. Let's give 5 more minutes to Mike Awesome Tanaka. You know what I mean? Like, this didn't need to go. How long did this match go?
13.
This did not need to go 13. This could have been 5, and you could have told the same exact story you wanted to tell, and do the same spot on the ramp with it.
Spot's all they're going to remember.
Right, so why bother going 13 for the crowd brawl? I mean,
I don't know, because you notice that Bigelow was basically just manhandling him.
he was just
Straight manhandling.
I mean, of course he could too. Bigelow could do that with you.
Anybody in the business?
Anybody in the
Besides ours, right?
business, let alone Taz's stature. Bam Bam and Taz work in this match.
Nah, but it looked like Bam Bam was proving a point there or something. It
To
really
you?
did, yeah.
What
Just
spots?
the way he was throwing him the fuck around. and then that was a shoot color on his head. It was when Bam Bam jumped over the railing and he was laying there and he kicked him on the head. He kicked his head and his head went down, and that's he's got a lump. You see it? Did you see the lump over his eye? That's from Bigelow kicking him on the back of the head, jumping over the guardrail, coming back in after they did the building.
One of the things I don't like, Joey kept trying to put over the fact that Taz's kick was the Brooklyn kick.
Yeah, the Brooklyn.
Like, I love Joey, but stop it.
It was literally just that.
No one's calling that the Brooklyn kick. No one ever did after that.
It's the Brooklyn boot,
Yeah,
Josh.
I'm sorry, the Brooklyn boot. The Brooklyn boot.
Brooklyn kick.
And dude, Shane Douglas on commentary in this match too. This was the match where I was like, oh god, I want to turn down the sound, man. They're brawling outside the ring. Bigelow hits him with a powerbomb. They bring a table in, and Taz just gets run through. They do a spot with Bigelow went for a suplex off the ramp, but then Taz reversed it in a DDT, and they both went through the ramp. Do you remember Hack? Of course, no. But did you guys get any? Was there any instruction on the show like avoid this area? Like, because the fact that people walked on that ramp all night and there was nothing, and then that spot goes through it. Like,
Well, they probably took some shit off. Like it was.
Yeah, the fix was probably like 5 minutes.
It was
Okay.
probably fine before that, and that's probably why they fucking did the crowd brawling. Honestly, they probably Jimmy rigged the fucking runway while they were doing the crowd brawl, and everybody's looking over there.
they're cutting a piece of wood or
Whatever the
something
fuck they're
underneath
doing
there.
underneath, you know.
They're not cutting it, they're just replacing it because it was already set up to be collapsible. So now he just had to put the collapse back together. There was no cutting, there was no nothing. Everything was right there for you already.
Yeah, but like people got to walk on it. The 10
Yes, I understand, but they walked on it before they went through it. It was very easy, the whole thing. Very, very easy.
What do you think it was that they went through there?
I don't know, Matt. I don't know what Matt.
Onto a
they
mat.
probably just they could have like that could have just been a tight freaking like black freaking like cloth.
Right.
For all we know, at the very end, because you saw Taz like crawling up on the edge of it. And he knew right where the spot was. It's like he touched the spot with his hand. You know what I'm saying? Before.
Yeah, I was thinking there was like a piece of tape on the side or something or whatever. Yeah.
Well, that's how they did the original one with a piece of tape on the ring ropes, where Taz knew how much where they had to clear when they did the one through the ring. It was a great spot. The crowd went absolutely fucking nuts with it. And then Bam Bam crawled out first. And then I love
they took their time.
they did. They let the fans chanted for a good couple. I want to say like a couple minutes at least. Almost it felt
It was
like.
nice.
Yeah, but it was the quickest tap ever.
Well, that I want to get to
was
that
the
too.
dumbest fucking thing ever.
So
No,
Bam,
he's saying because he was reaching for the rope.
so Bam Bam comes out first, and then Taz jumps up. He hops on his back, puts him in the Kata Hajime
For 2 seconds.
for 2 seconds. Bam Bam's reaching for the ropes. It doesn't look like he actually tapped. And I kind of think it was an out for him as a character, being like, I didn't tap, I was reaching for the ropes. Similar to how, like, in their first one, or the other match that he had, where they were talking about where he didn't actually tap, he was just, he was reaching for the wrist, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's an out for the character of Bam Bam Bigelow. But then the ref just called it off right there. I didn't love that, really. I wish it was, like you said, something longer. Like, you really choke out a guy like Bam Bam Bigelow.
The crowd didn't get it either.
Yeah, they didn't.
No,
like,
it was just like, it was like 2 seconds and that was it.
and a guy like Bam Bam Bigelow, like a 400-pounder, like, let him struggle. Do a John Moxley. You know what I mean? Like, get the life choked out of you.
He got out of the fucking hole first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got out of the hole first. And what, you're going to jump on his back and he's going to tap in 2 seconds?
I mean, they're putting Taz over. Taz is the guy, like,
Which
that
is
they're going
fine.
with
It was
him.
probably the right decision to put him over, just the way it
2
happened.
seconds.
The way it happened, it's like,
This was more of an angle than a match, but I enjoyed the spot, even though it was like a sequel to the spot that we've seen before. I'm going to go 2 stars for it. Ollie,
Yeah, 2 for me.
Hack.
I don't really watch it, so I don't know.
You didn't really watch it.
Fast forward through. You don't have to watch anything they're doing outside at all.
Yeah,
So you can
because you're so constricted on time throughout the day
You
that you have to fast forward through the shit that we watch.
Yep.
And you could tell that Bigelow was throwing him around mid fast forward.
This is the insights we're getting here from Hack. What do you give it as a star? You just give none?
No, Bigelow's in it. He gets a 3.
Bigelow gets a 3, but how many stars for Taz? Any stars?
Bigelow?
0
2 stars for Test.
2 stars. So if you do 3 and 2, it's a 2.5. Okay. Ty?
1.
1.
It stunk.
Ty hates this pay-per-view.
I don't think he hates it.
Yeah, Tosh opens up with, I think this is exactly what you want to watch.
I do.
When you're watching ECW,
Yeah,
Ty's
that was
like 1.5.
I do.
And that was probably the
One.
furthest thing from my opinion.
Negative
I
4.
do. I think if you want to introduce a new... Well, we'll get to it after the show. The Dudley Boys taking on You Hack, Tommy Dreamer, and Little Spike Dudley. The intro for the Dudleys, man, just awesome. Joel Gertner. Was Joel Gertner the one that created Cut, Ripped, Chiseled, and Jacked? Or was that some-
sure.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like a locker room joke or anybody else saying that, because...
But didn't Scorp used to kind of say that back in the day?
Not that I remember, but I don't remember being in the ring with Hogan.
The memories!
What's my name again?
He doesn't
I
have
know
them.
zero
What's my name
credibility.
again? What's my name again?
Yeah.
0 credibility.
Zero credibility. Big Dick Dudley, was he rocking lifters in this or what?
He has to, because he wasn't that big. Dude, when you see us knocking up in the corner, I'm tall as him.
Yeah.
And he had
You
like
got
this-
boots on?
You do it, boots
You
on.
had
You were
the biggest lifters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you wearing lifters in this match? Because
I know I was wearing like black combat bootish things or something.
I love Tommy.
Stilts, it looked like, actually.
I love Tommy. Tommy's chugging beers. You, Tommy, and Spike are chugging beers on the way out, and I love Tommy doing the Great Muda with his beer. You know, he's doing the Great Muda sound with the beer, and I'm just like, Tommy's such a dork. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, Triple H ripping off Dreamer.
Yeah, hey, there you go. The business is all about somebody ripping somebody else off.
It's cyclical.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Gertner said, I always leave them sore, but they keep coming back for more. And Sign Guy Dudley,
Words to live by.
he's got a
Oh,
broken...
Bub is huge right now. Oh my God, he's like 400 right now, dude.
He's big at this point.
Holy shit.
When he's doing those sentons onto the ladder, I'm like, oh
Holy
man.
shit, he's big.
He's like Tasha's uncle.
Yeah. I could be a Dudley, all right.
Yeah.
There's...
Tashi Dudley?
There's so many, like, the entrances with Gertner and everybody, I mean, that was like 10, 15 minutes right there. Easy.
Sign guys' signs were good. I don't know if you caught any of them. It was
Sign
like,
guy signs?
Yeah, it was like 1-800-NECK, whatever, or 1-800-HELP Beulah. Then there was like some other ones like this guy steals my gimmick. There was like 3 or 4 of them that were like super good. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Who's the
but-
best?
The angle was they laid out Beulah, so you guys were all getting together for a revenge on them. Devon and Tommy started it off.
Oh, they had to get the only spots in the match in. The first, that was it.
That was it. Well, no. There was Spike and Bubba did next.
Yeah, but they did like a little bit.
There was a Beal, and that was
No,
about
they
it.
did like the roll up, the comeback, the 1-2, the 1-2, the 1-2.
Fish out of water.
Yeah, Tommy's like,
Fish out of water with those 2 big oaks in the ring. That's for like Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, not Bubba.
It actually was it actually was a lot more seamless than I thought it would have been if they had attempted
The fish
it.
out of water, that was a joke for those 2 idiots.
Bubba hit a giant powerbomb on Spike Dudley, and Big Dick came in, and Spike was able to tag you in, and then you clothesline Dick to the floor.
Opening spot, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because nothing that we're going to do in the ring is going to look good. I'm like, let's go outside, let's start this shit.
Why not? And you started the shit.
Absolutely.
Because
Say
Dick
no,
outside.
stick to your strengths, people.
Yeah.
Brawl.
Exactly.
Brawl. I did a lot with him there, you know what I mean?
No, you did.
Did the spot happen yet where Hack hit Bubba with the beer and then Spike did the bulldog?
That was a great time spot.
No, I think that was after that. That was really
after that.
That was
that's a
really
great
really
spot.
nice. Big Dick is just gushing blood all over. He had a nice cut going. Spike set up a
Big
ladder.
Dick's always gushing.
That's a good one, Tommy. Spike set up a ladder and he dives out on the top rope onto all the heels.
Yeah, he was up there.
He was, and I love how you held the ladder for him too.
Yeah, because you push off and he can literally land on the top rope on his neck, whatever.
You're a good teammate. You really are. You're looking out there.
It's called being professional.
Professional. You drop the ladder on Devon and you hit a swanton on him, and then Big Dick backdrops you onto the ramp. It was a little clunky, but there you got out there. It's
I
nice.
remember it.
You don't,
Big Dick backdrop.
Yeah, it was a Big Dick backdrop. He backdropped you with his big dick.
Okay.
Tommy was in there with the Dudleys. Bubba threw a ladder on him and hit him with a senton. And the way Bubba sets up with the senton too, where he's like doing all his mannerisms and everything before he dives off, is
Bubba was doing really good. Every time he did something, he'd be like, "This is you." He'd be saying something,
Yep.
talking to the crowd, talking to you guys. He was on it. He was on his game. Bubba was.
Spike hit an acid drop, and then Devon came in.
Which Bubba embellished a shit ton.
He jumped so far.
Yeah, like he was carrying Spike and he literally leaped up in the air and bumped himself, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that face bump of his.
Yeah, Bubba he did it all himself.
Dude, that's a hard bump to take. That face bump is not an easy bump to take. Just like the Ric Flair face bump. And a lot, guys don't like doing that. Guys just don't like doing that.
Why
dude.
do you think?
I
Like,
don't
just
know.
'cause it's
I
awkward?
can do the Flair one, but I can't do that Bubba one. I don't want to do that one straight laid out, like on your face like that. I ain't doing that.
Is it? Why?
I don't know. But
It's probably
my
just
body
gotta be
just doesn't
like
want to
a-
do it. Yeah, my body
Yeah,
just
like you
doesn't want
just
to do
did,
it.
like
Well,
in your
is
head,
it just
you
'cause you're
just
so
don't wanna
used to
land
go-
on
Probably but from diving and fucking and face planting diving. You know,
Well, but you're so used to doing back bumps, like they train you like back bump, get up, back bump,
yeah.
get up. Like it's not like they don't train you doing face bumps.
Well, yeah,
right?
and if you want to fall, you never you're in your mind. You do everything to not fall on your fucking face.
Right.
So it's like that's just not a natural like fall to take.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sign Guy Dudley came in, and Tommy put him in a figure four. And then Judge Jeff Jones, I love when he did the Tommy.
Wait, do I got Dick in the is Dick already in the freaking?
Oh, if you notice,
Not in the tree of woe yet.
Oh,
I
he
was
was
gonna
in
say
there for like
the three
15
dudes
minutes.
are in
Not
the
yet.
tree of woe for like 10 minutes.
I know.
It was great.
Judge Jeff Jones comes in, and he eats a pile driver. And then Joel Gertner puts in the tree of woe. And now everybody, there's 4 tree of woes going on.
But it was funny. Big Dick, Bubba, and Devon were in the tree of woe for like 6 minutes while the whole like.
I know Hack's going around, still giving them a
little
food.
They're
bunches,
looking over
yes.
like, you guys done yet? They're going over to the next one like, come on, guys. Like, here we
I'm
go.
running
Like,
shit right here. Like, let's go, boys.
And then
The whole rest of the match, I'm running shit. If you notice.
it was Molyneux, right?
yeah, they're
Was the
running
ref?
shit.
The ref was Molyneux? The ref was
I
Molyneux.
don't remember.
You don't remember. Was the ref
remember the
Molyneux
ref.
in this match?
Yeah.
I don't remember
It was
being
Molyneux.
there. You think I remember
Yeah.
the ref?
But you watched the show. You don't remember if it was...
We
You
literally.
literally were in a huddle with them in
Those
the middle of
refs
the
are
ring.
that good that you don't even see them.
Okay, so you, Molyneux, Tommy, and Spike do Trees of Woe, all 4
Great
corners there.
spot.
Just an awesome,
timing.
awesome spot. Really good timing.
Big pop. Big pop, dude.
Big-
that was
big-
a huge, way bigger pop than I would have thought.
Big pop. Big Dick puts Tommy onto a ladder and then tosses Spike Dudley through a table on the floor, which is a nice bump. Bubba missed a splash on Dreamer, and then Tommy just DDTs him for the pin.
On the ladder.
On the ladder, yeah, but I kind of thought, I was expecting a save there. I kind of thought this might add a little bit more to it. But
I didn't think that
I mean, did you see
Dreamer
the rest
and
of the
Hack and
match?
them were winning at all.
oh, I thought they were. It was a pay-per-view. I thought they had
Well,
faces over.
it was Tommy getting revenge for Beulah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like,
Yeah, he has to go over.
right. That's the
And then they
thing.
can plunder after.
Well, no, that's what happens. They lay you guys out. Jack Victory comes out because you play off the angle from
Oh, not
earlier.
to mention, Bubba nailed you with a fucking Dude, chair shot.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking insane. And then Jack Victory nails Tommy with the guitar.
Dude, the guitar's one of the best weapons. Like,
I love it.
To, like, for like the
Put a
visual
little bag of baby powder in there.
I love it.
Call it a day. Boom.
And the second Jack Victory comes out, I think everyone in the audience knew what was going to happen next. Out comes New Jack with the
Mustache rides.
mustache rides. Out comes New Jack with the shopping cart full of plunder. Shouts out to WWE 2K. You got to get that New Jack pack. And
I was just going to say that. Good call,
the new
Todd.
Jack pack,
Get
man.
that New Jack
Get the
pack.
X's up.
Shouts out to Jack. Jack and the weapons just take over the ring.
Did we show you that act? The new Jack
I
on the
came across
WWE?
my timeline.
Did you? Okay.
He tosses the cart in the ring, and the cart, he just throws it at Big Dick. And then
It goes over the top rope.
with him, they do the...
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? He's picking up the cart. I'm like, are you really going to throw this in?
He does a spot with the vacuum cleaner. and
Well,
then-
Dick can do, that's the one thing Dick can do. Go over the back, rope and land, go over the rope backwards and land right on his feet.
And then
He
get
can
out
do
of
that.
town.
Right, yeah, no problem. Right.
Everybody's feeding New Jack. New Jack's just laying out everybody, and it's a really happy send. Everybody home happy, and you go out and you get the ladder, and everybody else goes and gets the ladder.
We did the one in the Cobb County like that. Same exact way.
The visual of
Everything
all,
on the biggest ladder, of course.
I knew I was gonna call you out on that. You definitely climbed the biggest ladder because you're a glory hog. I know. He's smiling because he knows it's the reason he did.
Of course, I get on the
It's like
biggest
you're getting on
ladder.
your tippy toes in pictures.
Absolutely,
That's
dude.
the ladder visual.
I get on the lowest ladder.
The ladder visual at the end was great. It was really, really awesome. And you're just throwing up your arm and everybody's drinking beer. It's a wonderful, wonderful close to a pay-per-view. I thought it was awesome stuff. For a match, though,
Don't ask Ty that.
we're going to hear what he says about it here in a minute.
I know.
What-
I can't. Let's start with him.
You want to start with Ty?
Yeah, let's
Ty,
start
What
with
do you
Ty.
give this match, Ty, star rating for this match?
10.
Oh, this match. Yeah.
the
That
match.
will
Oh,
go
the
to the
match.
whole show.
Okay, for this match.
No, I was fucking with you.
Yeah,
That was a 3. I mean, it was entertaining.
yeah, I think I'm with you. I think it's a 3 ECW 6-man brawl between the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Happens
entertained
like
throughout the
Dudley.
whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's a 3. I'm with you. Ollie?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Wow, okay, you liked it even more.
Yeah, I thought it was good, dude. I mean, everything's like super. Besides the Tree of Woe spot, everything's like timed super good, and I mean, everybody did a good job.
I'm not expecting a shit ton of great work in this
No,
match. You
but
know what I'm saying?
It's,
So
but
what
it's
I
entertaining.
Yeah, Dreamer and fucking T-Bone took care of all
It's
the good work.
entertaining. and like,
the
and
first
it's-
5
I'm like,
minutes.
all right, we're good. Let's brawl.
Spike took like 2 minutes of heat, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
it's
has to come
entertaining,
back.
and there's a couple good spots in it.
Okay. Hack, what do you give it?
That's a 3 easy.
That's a 3 easy. Okay. Now,
I'm hard on myself.
Jeez.
drum roll, please. We're doing show ratings here. I said this is my favorite ECW pay-per-view of all time. Out of 10,
embarrassing.
I will give this a 9 out of 10. I think this has something for everybody. I
You
think it's
had
a show.
1 4.
I had a couple 4s.
All right.
I love this show, man. It's a fun watch. I really, really loved it. I think it's just top to bottom, man.
If you compare this to a 98 freaking WWE, is the Attitude Era started yet?
yeah. It's way better than that.
Yeah, they were pissing on your ass.
Yes.
The 98, the Attitude Era is going.
Yes. But I think this show's better than that. Yeah. I go
Work-wise,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I go 9 out of 10, Ollie.
I'm kind of like right at like a 6-ish, right, like around that kind of area, like 6, 6.5, something like that.
Okay. Hack,
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.
a 7. Okay. And Ty.
6 is about right. 5, 6.
It's awful high for a bunch of 2s.
5, 6. 5, 6. Okay.
A bunch of 3s. 3s out of 5s are more than half.
Yeah, 3s are a good rating. Like, I think people with their star ratings, it's like 3 means I enjoyed it. Like, it doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, like, no.
Dude, a 3's a C+.
A 3 out of 5 is
It's
more
C+.
than half. Is more
You
than
should
half.
have all 4 and 5. All right, so all right.
No, it's more like
that's
a B minus.
Yeah, like,
Okay, so a 4 is a B plus, and a
4 is
5
an
is
A.
an A plus.
5 is an A plus. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think there's a
Well,
little
if you're
bit
saying
more
1 through 5, 3 is more than half.
I think a 1
It's higher than half.
I think a 1 is
I know, but I think it's skewed.
That's what I'm saying. I think I gave a 1 to Taz and Bigelow. I think I gave a 2.5 to Tanaka and Awesome.
No,
I
you gave a 3 for that.
Okay. I gave a 4 to Credible and whatever.
Lynn.
And Lynn. 3 to RVD, Sabu, and them.
you're
And a
horrible.
3
If a
for your guys' match.
if a show got
that's
a
a
4
6 out of 10 if I ever heard
If
of
a
one.
show got a 4-star match back in the day, it was like, oh man, that was awesome. Like, now our expectations are like, every match needs to be great, great, great. It's like, you gotta go time and place a lot of times. For
The
these
only
wrestling
thing
shows.
for me, I was more disappointed than I was thinking it wasn't good.
Yeah, maybe I.
Like I thought I could have, like the matches I thought that were lined up could have been better. Like I expected better.
Yeah.
Not that they weren't good. It was just like I expected more out of them.
Next week on the show, WWE SummerSlam 2002. I think it's the best SummerSlam ever.
Oh, here we
Yeah.
go.
Heard you.
I'm gonna fucking completely hate watching this one. I guess.
Yep. Just some housekeeping. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel for full episodes on video as well as reactions. We've gotten some great feedback on our interview with the one and only Kendra Lust that dropped the other day. Like, share, review, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure that you are for the podcast as well. As always, listener questions send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Jesse from Aspen writes in,
Jesse!
hi, Hack in the Sandlot. Been listening, love the show. Been a while since I've emailed in. So there's
Hack in the Sandlot, that's good.
been emailing in. There's a few things in this one. First off, it was awesome to see everyone in Vegas at WrestleCon and WrestleMania weekend and getting all my figures signed. Thanks for the shout out on the show. It made my day.
Oh shit, that's Jesse.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
the case.
Yeah, and with all the pay-per-view chairs. and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, nice.
In the AEW Double or Nothing episode, you were talking about Darby Allin climbing Everest and the effects of the altitude. Living in the mountains and working in the service industry with mostly tourists, I can give you some information
Yeah,
about
he
this.
does the
At sea level, you're effectively getting 20.9% oxygen with each breath. The air does get thinner as you go up in elevation because the atmospheric pressure drops. This means that oxygen molecules aren't compressed, so you get less effective oxygen the higher you go. The base elevation here is 8,000 feet, and the effective oxygen concentration is 15.4%. When you rise in elevation, your body and brain aren't getting the same fuel they're used to, and all your bodily functions slow down and require more energy. Imagine running your car on normal 87 octane and then filling it up on 80 octane. Your body does acclimate, but it takes about 6 days per 1,000 foot change to fully get there. That's why when people get to Everest, there are multiple camps. They stay up for days at a time for summit. The opposite is also true. If you're acclimated to a higher elevation, dropping down will supercharge your system. It's why a lot of athletes train at the elevation. So that's why they have the Olympic training facilities in Colorado.
Yeah, you got to train your body for that. That's not just like a, hey, I'm in really good shape.
Okay.
I'm going
Right.
to climb mine.
All right, they're training at Mile High, dude. You know how many miles freaking Everest is? 27,000 feet, dude. That's 3 miles. It's over 3
No, but
times
Yeah,
Colorado.
that's just like a
They should be go to Utah. At least that's at 5,500.
He also said the biggest issue I have to deal with here is that alcohol and drugs hit people a lot harder because they
Just
get
like diving.
they get more fucked up that they planned because they don't know that one drink at home hits like 1.5 here. And weed has gotten so much stronger
I'm moving to Nepal.
since legalization that it levels tourists. I can drink double my normal amount for about 2 weeks when I drop down to sea level. Wow. He also said on the
how many beers does it take you to get drunk? Well, 10 at sea level and 15 at so-and-so. Yeah, that's
he said
great.
on the ECW One Night Stand episode, you were talking about Eugene, how you can't beat the Tard. Well, the Tard had to go over. Tosh made a comment about how Hack should have gone over all the time then, but it went completely over Hack's head. He went into autopilot and started to explain about how Kevin Sullivan told him that he never had to go over. The amount of time that it took for Hack to stop his story because he finally realized why everyone was laughing so hard had me in tears in my car laughing so hard that I was late for work because I couldn't get out. Wow, thank you.
Can't put the tart over.
Block that dude.
No, this guy's great. Jesse's great.
Block him.
He also said, love the Sabu tribute. He had a bunch of Sabu stuff, tribute. He said, Tasha suggested a dream match of Sabu and RVD versus the Briscoes. That would have been amazing. What do you guys think about Sabu and RVD versus Daniel Bryan and Kane? Well, that's an interesting one.
Dude, they could make anything work.
I mean, that's just
I don't know.
interesting.
Are you screwing with us? Just asking
RVD's
us?
worked Kane before.
Yeah, RVD was
Well, I
tag
was gonna-
partners with Kane, and yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna say I could see Sabu and Kane trading fucking hi-yas off like.
Yeah. He also said, I want to finish this email with a little LOL, but I don't mean listener on listener crime.
That's good.
I mean listener.
Jesse's been catching up.
Yeah. I mean listener on listener support. You read an email from David in Glenwood Springs, Colorado on a show. David lives close to me and I have people over for wrestling on occasion. I'd like to extend an invitation to David to come by my house and hang with me and my friends to watch some wrestling. If smoking a little weed, drinking a few beers, and yelling at the TV sounds fun, he's welcome. Hell, anyone is welcome. If he hears this and emails in again, please give my email so we can get in touch. Love the pod. Keep up the awesome work, Jesse. Wow, thanks Jesse.
It was
Yeah,
great to hear
thanks,
from
Jesse.
you.
That's awesome.
That was
And
a great
obviously,
email.
good to see you at WrestleMania, and thanks for catching up on the pod and everything like that.
Yeah.
But what, Jesse and David, let's link it up.
Yeah, Jesse and David. You guys have to have a smoke session.
Podcast is making friends out
Yeah,
here.
yeah, making friends in Colorado.
LOL.
Little LOL, yeah. Joe from Edinburgh, Scotland writes in,
Ooh.
good evening, sandbags and glad rags. I've recently that pop tack. That pop tack.
Right.
That pop tack. I've recently found a massive playlist on YouTube of old ECW stuff. Watched a fan cam full show. This particular one is from 1999 in Kissimmee. No hack, unfortunately, but a banger from Super Crazy and Tajiri. Love the pod, absolute legends. Well, thank you, man.
Thanks for listening, brother.
Doug,
What did he say? Kissimmee 99?
yeah, you weren't on the show. I don't know why.
That's why it was good.
Yeah, it was a good. They loved it. It's the most highly reviewed ECW show of all time.
House show.
Cage match is best review.
It got an 11 on Cage
Good night,
Match.
Sandman No Show.
Best ECW show.
That's funny.
Meltzer, 6 stars, first ever.
People went to the box office and gave him more money. We didn't pay you enough. I didn't realize Sandman wasn't going to be here.
That's great.
That's funny.
Doug the Professor, the official historical expert of the Sandman podcast, writes
All
in.
right, Doug.
Good day, gents. Pardon the length of my discretion, but it may help to clarify some things. Oh, Hack, don't start already.
Doug,
bud.
that was me.
No, I know. So a little bit of hack check about Kenny Omega without trying to get too gross or detailed. Diverticulitis is actually the outbreak of diverticulosis, a condition
Ah,
that's
that's what I
something
thought.
like 60% of people over 40 have but never have an occurrence of. I knew I had diverticulitis because it's inherited.
How many people have it?
He said 60% of people over 40. I had to get a CT scan and find out I had diverticulitis. I had eaten a hole in my colon, which I had to have surgically repaired. End of the gross part. At any rate, the reason I bring this up is I could have died.
Yeah, that was gross.
I could have died from it had it not been found out on time, and maybe Kenny could have also. I don't know the actual severity of his, but I can tell you that all the shots to the gut or him coughing up blood are just creative license to monopolize on his health predicament. Literally being punched in the gut when you've got a bacterial infection isn't going to make you keel over and die. It would be like someone doing
Ask
a
Linda.
It would be like someone doing a Ric Flair chop on you if you have pneumonia and saying, well, that's going to make you cough up all that fluid in your lungs. So for the purpose of an angle, I guess it's okay. But if they're still doing this months from now, it shows that their writing is as bad as some people seem to think it is. Quick question for the crew. Don't you think Powerhouse Hobbs and Big Bill could be pushed much stronger? Why does AEW seem to shy away from the big guys? Is it because of a lack of believability, playing field of larger guys? Keep the podcast booming, the Professor.
Well, I'll tell you.
Well,
'cause
thank
Bill-
you for that insight.
Yes, thank you for the diverticulitis
I'll
information.
tell you because Bill sucks.
Oh.
My
And
tummy doesn't feel good. I got diverticulitis stuff.
Jesus Christ.
carry the one. Yeah, that sounds
Do you
about
have any
right.
thoughts on Big Bill or Hobbs, Hack?
Oh, yeah. Big Bill should get one of those, if you ever watch
Ladders
the way
and then run
wide
it.
receivers work out.
Yep.
Get one of
Footwork.
those ladders and get your footwork together, dude. His footwork is horrible. But the
You should do that
were
instead of
using
board of
them-
glass at the end and then just trip over right into it.
Any thoughts on Powerhouse Hobbs as a worker?
Well, yeah, but you can't put those two together.
No, he's not saying put them together.
I thought you were saying his attack.
He's saying
No.
just push him. Like,
He's saying push him, and why AEW doesn't push some of their bigger guys. I like Hobbs a lot. I think Hobbs has.
I mean, what are you going to do with? What are you going to do
I
with?
like Hobbs. I think he's been
You're going to push
miscast
him
a
to
little
what?
bit.
To where?
I think Hobbs needs to be a singles wrestler. I don't know why they keep putting him in the groups with these.
Well, I was
But I
Big
mean,
Bill
it's
in the
also,
learning
but
tree.
also to his, like to what's the
Doug the
yeah, to
professor.
Doug's name. It's to Doug's point. It's like they don't have a plethora of like big guys to put like big guy versus big guy against.
Dude, well, what
Not
happened?
that you have to do that, but
Yeah.
What happened to Wardlow?
I don't know. No, he was filming American Gladiators. He's doing American Gladiators. So I don't know if that was why or if it was an injury or what, but I believe he's on the new season of that. That's
Well, I'm
coming
saying,
out.
yeah, like why couldn't Hobbs be Wardlow?
Wardlow, they messed up the push on too, and I think a lot of that was the weird. That was the weird MJF stuff that was going on at the time.
Well, right, but I think Bill stinks. I think Hobbs has potential, and they just keep miscasting him.
I like
But-
Hobbs a lot.
Yeah, I think Hobbs can very easily be put in a very good situation. I don't know, like they put him in that trios, and then whatever's going
no,
on.
Hobbs needs to be like a killer.
Yeah, he needs to break away. Maybe feud him with Joe, something like that, to get him as a singles guy. But he's
have
got
Joe put him over.
he's got to get out of that 6-man.
Yeah.
He can't be saddled with those
Right, you
guys.
can put Joe with anybody, but
You can, but it doesn't have to be Hobbs.
Well, no,
No,
but
but
I'm
put
saying
him
Joe,
over.
what
No,
about
Joe's
Joe
a
can-
perfect
Joe
guy
can put
for
him,
it.
Joe can
It
put him
is.
over, and Joe
and a
don't
good
lose anything.
program too.
They would do good work together, I
Yeah.
think. So I'm with you on that, Doug. Rick from Griffin, North South Wales in Australia writes in.
South Wales, Australia.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's up, Sand in the
What up,
gang?
mate?
I think is that the Gold Coast?
Tell us where it is, because we don't know. I don't know my Australia that well. Love your show. Hack's epic meltdown about Simon Diamond's height and weight had me rolling on the floor laughing.
What, you just heard our first episode?
No, it was episode 30. That was episode 30. I feel like that's...
Dude, how the hell do
30?
you know that
Yeah,
off
I
the
was
top
just gonna
of your
say,
head?
how the fuck
Because-
Is that like the infamous fucking time?
It is.
when I-
It is.
The infamous walk
We
out.
literally had somebody tweet us about it the other day, and I'm like, I love when people discover the Simon Diamond argument in episode 30, because it is a great moment. And I gotta
And
say...
I'm sure they all agree with me. 100%.
Oh, yeah, everybody
Oh,
agrees
totally.
with you. No, the one thing that you called so great in that is afterwards, I got to calm Hack down out back. He's smoking a cigarette and he's furious right now. And I'm like, get back in and be a professional and do the show. And
I
he's
was
like,
never not coming
no,
back.
I know you were. They knew you were too, but I was the only one.
No,
who was
I
like,
bitched you the fuck out. You weren't coming back in.
But anyway, here's the thing that made it so great is I was like all shook. I was like, oh, we can just edit that out. And you were like, no way, we got to leave that in. It's great. And you just have that instinct of knowing like moments and organic stuff, and leaving it in was 100% the right
Oh
call.
yeah, there was
Like,
no way we were.
I
taking
know,
that.
but I was like
dude,
an
that's
idiot.
as
I was
real as
like-
it gets.
Right.
That's
It was-
what we want.
And thank you for
And I'm
enjoying
still
that.
right.
Oh yeah, Simon
Diamond himself said
has
you were
fact-checked
wrong.
you.
Well, you look at him his very first day. She's bigger than he is.
Who's shit?
Oh God, we're not
Jim,
getting into
what's her
this
name?
right now.
If she's Tosh, then yeah.
That was a good one. We're moving on.
You know, the girl.
Dawn Marie.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding the women of ECW. In my opinion, the sexiest ladies in any wrestling company in the 90s and early 2000s. Was there any...
Dude, well, you're crazy, dude. They had freaking... Dude, WWE had some smoke shows.
They did. He said, was there ever any hesitation from any of the ladies to take the moves they did to the guys or do the risque things they did with each other? Keep up the great work.
No, all the girls were ready to go.
They were ready to go. They were-
These
yeah.
blowies.
Keep up the great work, he said.
I can't believe he just desecrated the ECW
How dare you
women like
desecrate
that.
Nicole Bass like
I
that?
know. We're for women's rights on here.
Hey,
Heart Attack Rick writes in,
Oh, I'm the bad guy.
what's up?
Piece of shit.
What's up, Hack Street Boys? Man,
Street Boys, that's
Dude,
good.
that might be the best name we've
That's
heard.
good. That is good.
man, this week's pay-per-view was fire. It was so damn good. It was hard for me to keep up with material this week. All right.
What pay-per-view?
Is this you, Tosh? Right
No,
in?
this is Rick, dude.
What pay-per-view? Oh, the one
Yes.
We might need to put that on a t-shirt.
Yes. What are you
Just
saying?
all four of us and fucking
Streets back.
headsets.
God. He said,
We could do that with other groups, too.
what?
They don't all
We could do it
rhyme.
with, like, Salt and Pepper.
But it's gotta have hack in it.
No, it doesn't.
Salt and pepper
Okay,
work.
well, let's make it salt and pepper t-shirt.
That is
Just
salt
have a
and
couple
pepper.
shakers.
I want to be
salt and
spinning
pepper
around.
Just like
It doesn't have to have hack in the name.
Yes, it does. That's the comical part about it. What do you mean? That's the whole point of
that's
it.
the whole point of it. How would salt and pepper work? Look,
I have a hack in the gang instead of cool in the gang.
That's not that creative.
So good.
That is not good.
Yeah, Haxy DC.
There you go. I love that.
Oh god.
Dude, you guys are fucking. Get out with it. Get with the times.
Hackwood Mac.
Oh, yeah. Hackwood Mac's not bad.
Oh god.
Yeah, there you go, Gunk. Fleetwood Hack.
Fleetwood Hack is great. That's way better than what I came up with. Yes.
Yeah,
Big
Haxy.
surprise.
You literally said salt and pepper. That was your
I'm still sticking to that.
That was your contribution.
I'm gonna make a shirt.
Whitney Haxton.
So bad. Oh god. Rick's question.
Yeah,
Here we go.
What's wrong with you getting us off topic like that?
Oh yeah, it's my fault. Yeah. Yo,
I said
Jed.
Rick was getting heat.
Oh, yeah. Yo, Jed. Hit me,
Jed.
Hit me, Brady, one more time. You undeflated chump. Go tuck yourself. All right. And he said, "Hey, Hack, how many teeth did you notice that loser Jed had in his mouth when he was on his knees giving you his payment for that sorry excuse of an impersonation of JBL from Fat Bastard?" Wow.
What?
Where does this guy get his shit from?
I don't know. It's funny.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Dennis!
And we're in effect. 1, 2, 3, push it. Yeah.
Oh my god. He's going back to he's at pulsations right now in his head. You're like it's 1990.
He's
He's at
working up
pulsations
his
right now.
sweat.
He's
Come on,
dancing.
girls.
He's dancing
Let's
on the
show
floor.
all the guys that we know
He's in his
how to become number one in this hot body show. Now push it.
Yeah, what's the robot that came to the floor? What's his name?
I don't know. John Taffer loved that.
Yeah, no.
Didn't the robot kill somebody in pulsations?
Yeah, the lady, or the opening night. Opening night, 2,500-pound spaceship fell right on her. They swept her up and kept the party going. Swear to God. John Taffer, the guy
I
from
know.
Bart, was there. He was the manager there.
That's why.
Guy from
Keep the
Bart.
party going, brother.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
No early finishes here. She can't go home early, brother.
You guys are so macabre.
Dennis from Westchester writes in.
Dennis. Westchester what? New York?
PA.
All right, we got a buddy James up there.
Hello, Hack and the Bang Gang. Enormous.
All right, the gang, bang, gang. I like that.
Enormous fan of the pod. I've listened to literally every episode and was fortunate enough to sit with you guys on the ECW draft episod recording at Suplex Vintage Wrestling. It's my,
Nice. All
it's my buddy Dennis Hack. He had that
Were you that goofy dude that was sitting there like when we got there that like was there since like 8 in the morning?
No, that's Heart Attack Rick.
Rick's gonna fucking unleash hell on you next week.
Yeah, he is.
Bring it, bitch.
R.I.P. Hack.
Let's see who can bring it the hardest next week.
This is
Come
my
on now, push it real good, man.
back to the salt and pepper. This is my legit shoot friend Dennis.
Oh, fuck.
All right,
What?
he's a shoot friend of mine. He had that
All right,
Eagles-
that just sounds like you're making the dude up.
I'm not. I swear to God. He said you guys did a bang job in the interview with Kendra Lust, especially Tosh, who was very classy and professional. All right.
Oh my God, this is definitely you.
I can show you the email.
Especially Tom.
Do you think I'm trying to put myself over, Jed?
Oh, shit.
Here he goes. I'm actually in a fantasy football league with Tosh and would like to get your reactions
He's in a fantasy something with you.
to an etiquette question. He's a shoot person.
Oh, yeah. Shoot you right
Still real to me, damn it.
You'd have thought he wrote this bit right here.
I swear to God. Gable Mania, our 17th annual draft party where every player in the league must have a gimmick and make a grand entrance, is coming up. This past few years, we've always done it the Friday before Labor Day weekend. This year is no different, and it's taking place on Friday, August 22nd in Westchester, PA. As commissioner, I mentioned the date in a group text about a year ago and made a video announcement about this date in January. People in the league over the past month have reached out individually to confirm the date. However, last week, Tosh mentioned that he had never heard the date and already made a commitment to be in Boston that weekend. So sadly, he will be missing Gable Mania. My question is, who do you think is at fault here? As executive commissioner and booker, should I have communicated the proactive sending of reminders throughout the week and months for the league? Or should Tosh have been more aware that he was making plans the weekend the event?
Tosh totally should have been more aware.
This was said a year ago. I'm supposed to remember the league draft date a year ago?
First of all, you can't send something out a year ago and expect anybody to remember.
This isn't a wedding save the date, you know?
Yeah. Well, of course, Hack's
I'm just
gonna
against Tosh no matter what.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of course, Hack's going to vary. I'm
They
just
don't
saying.
allow you to draft on phones. You can't draft on a phone. You have to be in person. That's the rule of the league. So.
Yes, I mean a year out. And if you haven't sent any other reminders
Nothing.
besides that 1 year out, then that's on you.
No,
That's
I agree
on
with
you.
That's on him. So I gotta
As commissioner, you got to make sure that your league is in line and put out reminders. Because I'm a commissioner in my league, and you can't just a year out. That no.
Yeah, how am I
you
supposed
can't
to remember
expect
that?
somebody to remember.
They're
that
always
either.
late August. I don't know. And this.
And why are you making it a year out?
Yeah.
Like,
What the? Yeah.
There's so much time. There's
I
so
gotta
many
miss this-
things that could possibly happen between then and that date within a year. That you're a fault, commissioner.
You're
whoever
at
you
fault,
are.
Dennis. Everybody agrees except for Hack, but he's a loser.
Loser.
That's it for listener questions. Jesus Christ.
What a fucking listener
Good
question
job this
episode.
week,
huh?
Next
gentlemen.
week on the show, SummerSlam 2002. But before we go, Hack, the cane of the week or the toast of the week?
The cane of the week is my tooth. Goodbye.